Hey everyone, and welcome to another fragrance review with Stephen, and today I'll be looking at Arab Tradition by a brand called Nabeel. So here's the bottle here. The presentation is pretty decent. It comes with this kind of textured wrapped thing around the bottle here. It looks okay, you know, the lid's sort of plastic at the top, but it looks decent. It doesn't feel too cheap neither. And yeah, it just looks okay, you know. It comes wrapped in this kind of pouch like this, and yes, this fragrance is so good that I bought myself a Barker bottle. So yeah, it comes in this little pouch here. It doesn't come in a box at all, so just be wary of that for some reason. And yep, you can see here that I've actually used a decent amount of this now, comparing the two side by side, because yeah, this is a really good scent. So what it is a clone of Tuscan Leather, and it's literally note for note in terms of the scent. There's notes of leather, suede, jasmine, thyme, saffron, amber, woody notes. I think that's raspberry as well. And yeah, every single note that's in Tuscan Leather is also in this. And yeah, you know, this is a great fragrance. The longevity is through the roof in this thing. You're looking at 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours usually. You can easily spray this and then smell it the next day on your clothes. It lasts for a long time, and yeah, it's a really good scent. You know, it captures Tuscan Leather's leatherness, that sort of scent very well. And what I find is it's very prominent with the raspberry at the top. What's weird about this raspberry note as well is that every single time I was wearing it, from the first sort of 10 or 12 wearings since I bought it, I was getting that very strong raspberry note, and that lasted the entire lifetime of the fragrance. The leather kind of took maybe like half an hour to come through. It doesn't necessarily jump out from the start. It's much more fruity at the beginning, and then I find that the past few wearings I've had is the raspberry is a bit less noticeable now. If it kind of goes into the background a bit more, and instead you get this very smokiness there, which in my two previous reviews of Tuscan Leather clones, I mentioned these two scents had this kind of smokiness to them, and now this is starting to develop that. So it's interesting again how sort of time allows different notes and chords to come through, because definitely I wouldn't have said it was a smoky, ashy scent from the first month or so of owning it. Also note, I guess, is that it's an EDP, I believe, yep, and it was imported by Chris Adams, so that's a fragrance brand in the UK. And they produce their own clones, or maybe they do, maybe they sell on behalf of other kind of companies, who knows. But yeah, just thought I'd mention that. So the spray is really good actually. It puts a good amount of juice, it's got a good distribution. Straight away there's a very strong raspberry note. I'm not a fan of the taste of raspberries, but in here, you know, the scent is captured really well, and I would maybe compare it to something like, and this isn't in a bad way, but something like maybe yogurt, you know, raspberry yogurt of sort, or a little like child's kind of little small yogurt pots. It's kind of got that same vibe going on, but it just kind of does appear a bit better. And yeah, you know, straight away now again that smokiness coming through a bit now as well, so that gives it a much more masculine edge, because the raspberry could make it quite a unisex note, but to me I think the masculinity then is kind of brought forward more with the smokiness and the leather. I'm not too sure if I can actually distinguish the suede from the leather in here, but you know, I just get a very kind of upholstery smell, you know. So the longevity is great on this, like I said, you know, looking at 10 to 12 hours on your skin easily. I find the performance is really big as well. It seems to give off a very good scent cloud, and as well, when applied to clothes, this is going to kind of last for a good 4 days. I've sprayed like a shirt, and then when I went to wash it, like, you know, a couple of days later, there was a still lingering smell. And back then, it was the raspberry smell was still lingering around. You know, normally in scent, kind of the fruity, tropical fruitiness kind of, it disappears like a Ventus. You know, the pineapple's there at the start, but that goes away. Same with more citrusy, they're more kind of like, I can't think of the word is, not elusive, you know, but kind of, they flutter in and then go. But with this, the raspberry stays strongly throughout. So I'm really happy with this purchase, and I paid £13 for this. And like I said, it's so good. I've bought myself a backup bottle now. I'm not sure if the prices are going to go any higher, but not many people are talking about it, you know. I've seen some more people buying it recently, and people do seem to be interested in it, so I would highly recommend giving it a shot. People are saying it's a better clone than the Rosasi La Yica one, you know. I can't remember what the name of that is, sorry. Also that there's like monotheme leather, something like that. I think you can buy it at Marks and Spencer's. It's like a £25 fragrance. But again, this is cheaper, and people are saying that it smells a lot better. So overall, I'm going to rate this, let's see, scent wise, I'll give it a 9 because I really, really do enjoy this scent, you know. It kind of ticks all the right boxes for me in terms of fragrances that I enjoy. It's got the deepness to it, and yeah, it's really good. The longevity and projection also, and I give like a 9.5 on that. Like I said, you know, it's proper beast mode, and it will last you. And overall then I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. It's an outstanding fragrance, you know, exceptionally cheap, amazing value for money. So I'd highly recommend checking this out. I'm not sure if you'd be able to find samples of it anyway, but a full bottle is cheap, you know, so see if you can find it and try it out and let me know what you think. So thanks again for watching, guys, and take care and all the best.